Okay, we are live. We're recording. This is for week 11, I believe, if I've got my weeks right.
You got your weeks right.
Good, thank you. Go ahead.
It's the next one.
Yeah, it's the next one, the one with the odd. I'm sorry. I've never heard of a 16 by 10. Or what was the other one he had?
Oh, there's 24 by
some odd thing. Yeah, now 4 by 3 I know, but but the others I didn't know they made monitors in those sizes even. Yeah.
16 by 10 I think is pretty common.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, haven't got my multiple monitors set up yet anyway. I've got to get the one from Michael out and get it set up.
Yeah, well, that was good. I can see using that stuff down the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were some things I could see using. God, my glasses, what has happened to them?
That being able to just move your cursor to a different monitor and have it display is...
Yeah.
I was thinking I would have to create different scenes to do that because I'm getting ready to start doing tutorials and I'm going to use different tools. So it'd be nice to go have them set up on different monitors and be able to just go from monitor to monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put cameras on each monitor and yeah. So yeah, that was pretty cool. It's better than having to keep OBS open somewhere and doing those transitions.
Yeah. Oh, that makes all the difference in the world. I can actually see.
You must have fallen asleep with your glasses on.
Well, I think what it was I just didn't notice how dirty they were because I was eating one of those tangerine things, and when I peeled it, you know how the little juice shoots up, I had specks all over it. It looked like I was looking through bubbles or something.
Do you wear your glasses to bed so you can see your dreams clearer, or do you take them off?
No. I did that one night. I fell asleep reading, and I didn't know I had them on until I turned over on my side, and then they went like this, dug into my nose, and I learned,
Yes.
you don't do that again. It hurts.
No. That's right.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to decide whether I would ever use the multiple monitors. Probably not for what I'm doing.
Yeah,
it's nice to know you can do it.
Yeah, it is, and I can see maybe on the next thing that I do because I'm doing a thing on the Zoom default settings, going through all 60 of them and, doing the thing. And it'd be nice to have, one up on one monitor and, be able to, like Bill says, just click on the other monitor and go there instead of,
Yeah. And I'll definitely be using multi-monitors in a few months. I know for sure I need 2, so I'm going to get 3 because I know as soon as I have 2, I'll need a third one.
Yeah.
It's always the way.
Mm-hmm.
Jay said that he had 4 monitors at one point and has gone back to 2 because he found that 4 monitors was not as productive for him. Interesting.
Yeah, and it depends on what you're doing. I mean,
yeah,
I mean, if you have something streaming, it's nice to have it separate on its own monitor and then be able to have your work monitor, if you're doing tutorials, and then be able to have your different stuff on a separate monitor.
Yeah.
And then hopefully it'll come with a monitor that'll give me a 4th that'll allow me to open timers and the different other things that you want to bring in as overlays.
Yeah. When you get to that point, that's when you need one of those Elgato things like Michael's got, just so you can sort of play it like a keyboard, like Terry.
Yeah. And I can see linking them together being cool for gaming, a wider perspective. But for what we do, or for what I do, which will be tutorials, I mean, to make it wider and sacrifice the height doesn't make much sense to me. But I can see where streamers would love having that ultra wide view.
Oh yeah, Yeah.
Hmm.
I know Craig Long put up a link to a video that was like on one of those 80-inch, big screen 4K monitors. Gorgeous. I mean, it was just gorgeous. Of course,
Yeah.
got the wall space to do that.
That's right.
But
Mhm.
just
And I can't see doing it to watch a movie, especially with monitors where you've got those black edges, the framing
yeah,
butting together, so it's never really going to marry up properly.
yeah.
But
Hmm.
but yeah, that was the second video wasn't that useful to me.
It wasn't to
Me either.
yeah.
But you never know. Down the road, I
Yeah.
may be wanting to record things, and I mean, if you're streaming, I don't know why you want to record too. I guess in case the stream fails.
Like last week on my success circle.
Well, I don't know that your recording would have gone anywhere either, and well, I don't know. I would suspect with recording you would have had the same problem where the desktop audio wouldn't have been brought in either. So you would have had a recording that was the same as your YouTube.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
But
Yeah.
I have to thank you for the link that you sent me with some of those keyboard sequences, because I did find one that said what to do if you needed to move something from one monitor to another in a hurry.
Yeah.
So,
Or if you can't get access,
useful.
if you can't get access to the X to close something, which was your problem, you can always use control keys to do that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have all of them memorized.
No, but I wrote that one down, Bill.
But those things are like everything else. You look at them and you see, what do I use a lot, and start with that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then once you've got that committed to memory, whether it's Control D is my new one after Michael show
Yeah, that
last
was
week.
a good one, wasn't it?
And,
Duplicate. Woohoo!
but yeah, and then you go to the next one that you use the most, and the next thing you know, you've got 5 or 6 things that are saving you big time just because you know the shortcuts.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I finally got smart and had to, because I use Chromebooks a lot, and I finally had to print out that sheet that shows the keyboard and which ones you hold the control down to get to, and because I remember some of them, but a lot of them I don't. So I've got it taped over here to the side of my thing, so I know I can call it up real quick. I do remember how to call it up so I can get to it real quick, but then you got to read everything to find, what you're looking for, So what I did was I took and I put them all into a spreadsheet, just one row, and then I alphabetized it.
Yeah.
Just sorted it by,
Yeah. And it's funny, last week we were talking about the hotkeys and thinking we would never use them.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized this week that having hotkeys would make switching between monitors and doing some of the multi-monitor stuff a lot easier.
Yeah.
So in a week, I've realized that there's something I'll probably use already that I thought I would never use.
Yeah. Well,
And so many of these things. I mean, it's nice to know the things are there, and now. If something comes up, you know exactly where to go and look for the information. So that's the real value of our doing this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. This has shown, I mean, I knew OBS could do a lot, but it wasn't until I started into this that I found out just exactly how much it can do. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of things as you dig deeper into it. So
yeah.
And I'm thinking seriously of getting involved in Twitch, maybe even more so than YouTube. But
now, what changed your mind, Bill?
I spent a lot of time on it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Did you? Yeah.
And I realized that I believe there's potential there for the stuff that we do because it's basically new ground on Twitch.
Yeah.
But basically, I went in, created an account, I uploaded a profile GIF, and I uploaded channel art for my channel saying that it's coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have 83 views on my channel without doing anything.
Oh,
not bad, fella. Not bad.
You know, it tells me that there's a huge audience out there, and there's obviously people looking for that creative stuff, and so we'll see how it goes. And it's going to be an opportunity to open up a new platform, I think, to highlight some of the people that I know here on YouTube and Google, like Michael and Heather, and and yourself, Lolan, and stuff like that. I mean, because it's so yeah, I think I might give it a whirl when I get the new equipment and I can put out something of reasonable quality.
I certainly know that you can. I mean, just from the couple of times that I've gone there, man, it is one huge rabbit hole with many ads.
I tried to watch a lot of different things, and what I noticed was things move very slow.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm thinking there's got to be great value in somebody who actually goes on there and produces something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as opposed to, you know, like I watched a guy creating a cartoon, and for an hour, all he did was he had a piece of paper. He wasn't even using digital media. He was using a pen and a paper, and he drew 12 or 15 squares on this thing with a ruler. And it took him almost an hour to do that. You know, like I'm thinking on YouTube, your audience is gone.
Nobody would go. Nobody would stay long enough.
You know, so, and Andrew gave me the idea, like a month ago or a month and a half ago. You were the one, I think, that said, Andrew, you know, if you're working all day doing this creative stuff on your computer, why not record it?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, who's going to sit here and watch me create a 4-hour slideshow with all the animations on YouTube? But now I'm realizing that on Twitch, they will.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Well, what I like about Twitch is I could do a channel and everything, and I wouldn't have to create anything. I could just feature the stuff that Bill does, and the stuff that Heather does, and the stuff that Michael does, and you know.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. And that was kind of what Heidi was kind of thinking about. You know, if you think about several people who are in totally different time zones, and there are people on Twitch all day and all night because of that difference in time zone. So you could easily post something of your own during a certain time zone that you know your crowd would be there, but then you could be profiling somebody else during your downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which for you is not downtime. That keeps you actually uptime.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's all so it's I don't know.
Yeah, after hearing more about like you, and I know that Heather played with Twitch a little bit this weekend too.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, but she was having a problem because with her internet, and I think T-Dog was doing something at the same time and everything, but there's going to be more playing and everything. I think I'm going to have to take some time out and go over and do some more. I went over and looked at it, and quite frankly, the website made no sense to me at all when I first looked at it. Of course, I was doing it between doing other stuff and not actually taking the time to really look, you know. But I'm going to have to revisit that because, that sounds like something I could do. And because, I mean, I don't know what the qualifications are for monetization, not that I care that much, but it'd just be interesting to see, like, Bill puts one up, he's got 83 views without doing a show or whatever, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I don't know what constitutes a view over there, whether somebody just scrolled by and saw a new community and didn't even stop and look or what. Like, I have no clue, but
Yeah.
what actually constitutes a view. Or is it me just flipping back and forth?
Well,
It's not intuitive to set it up.
Oh,
I mean, it seems like everything is separate. The streaming is separate to the channel, is separate to your profile, is separate to, and getting all of those, putting all those pieces together. I think I'm going to need to probably get some help and advice with that.
yeah, I know I'm going to.
yeah. Well, Tim Longwell seems to be well into it. So he's the guy who gave us the little bit that we've experienced so far.
Yeah, and I reached out to Tim, and I think we're going to get together on Wednesday.
Oh, perfect.
And
yeah. Right on.
So yeah, I think it's. I mean, that's another thing that this OBS course has done for me, is it's opened up that door. I would never, ever have thought of using Twitch, and if I had gone and used Twitch without knowing OBS, I probably would have just walked away from it. So it's.
I probably would say the same, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we know we can stream to Twitch if we want to from OBS. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out about the not on the Twitch, but if you can do like in Zoom, you can do to a custom streaming service. But they ask for 3 things, and one of them, of course, is a stream key. And the other one is the page URL, and then there's another URL they ask for. And I don't know, it's a term that I've never heard of before, and I'm going to have to find out exactly what they mean.
Yeah,
because
it's probably the destination URL for your video to go to.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because Matt didn't seem to know the answer, but, like in the Zoom meeting thing, you can only stream to Facebook Workplace. But if you can stream to a custom service, what's to stop you from setting up your regular Facebook as, quote, a custom thing if you can get the 3 pieces of information you need and use that to stream to Facebook, to just regular Facebook instead of, the Facebook Workplace. I don't know whether that can be done or not, and I'd be interested to try it. Yeah. That way because if that worked, then maybe the same thing would work with streaming directly to YouTube, even though Zoom doesn't give you a choice. If you can set up that choice in that custom streaming service, it gives you sort of a workaround to go through. I'm really interested to try that, to see if it works, but I got to do some more research on it.
And that's in meeting or in webinars?
No, that's in meetings.
Oh, really? Okay. So,
Mhm.
And what is it, a sort of a plug-in that works along with Zoom?
No, it's part of Zoom.
Oh,
It's when you go, it's in one of the meeting turn on, turn off
okay.
type things. And because it offers you live stream, and there's a place you check for custom streaming, and then when you do, it brings up this little form that's got 3 things to enter. And Matt said that he knows that it's there, but he's never actually played with it.
Oh.
So he's not sure of the details. And I've looked at the Zoom support, and I can't find that much on it either. It's apparently for people that really know what they're doing about live streaming and everything. It's there for them to use, but it's like you sort of got to figure out on your own how to use it,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it makes sense. You would need a stream key. You would probably need if you're going to stream to YouTube, a URL for your channel so it can get that far, and then a destination or a video URL that it can stream to on your channel.
That and those are the 3 things I think you need. I'm going to go back. I made a screenshot of it, but then I forgot what name I saved it under. Yeah. And with the number of files I've got, it's just, I can sort by date and time, and nothing looked familiar on, I went back and looked at 3 days worth of stuff that I've saved in it. None of it looked familiar. It's like 55 files in 3 days that I've
in 3 days.
saved. Yeah, and
dear.
just I saved way much more than I should.
I forget who I was saying it to last week, but I was saying that's something I learned right away is label my files, because it's really hard to find something when you go into Drive and you've got 40 files titled untitled presentation.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
Well, especially since I don't save everything to my Google Drive. Then
it's even worse.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, yeah, that's my first question. Did I save it to Drive? Is it on my desktop, or did I save it to my own Drive? No. Mm-hmm. If I get that first, if I can even remember that part, I'm sort of almost there. But
yeah, and
would I remember what on earth I called that darn file? Never.
That's me, especially if I'm recording to my local computer.
Yeah.
And then using Zoom, and then it, tells me which computer it's on, because it could be this one, or it could be, one of my laptops or wherever. And so, there it is, but I've got to go over to that computer to get it, and then I have to mail it to myself to get it over on this one. And
Yeah.
It's sneaker net, you'd think I'd be past that by this time.
Well, then you should have all your computers linked together on the network.
Oh, but that's one thing I do not want to do.
Oh, really?
Well, at one time, back years and years and years ago, I did have 3 of them. But then I got a very bad virus that got, because of the network, it got all 3 of them just totally bought. I mean, I eventually wound up ditching all 3 computers and basically starting over from scratch. And I swore then I would never network another computer. I'd keep them all in. That way, if one of them gets infected, that's fine, but that's as far as it's going to go. Yeah, right. I'm not going to have an epidemic on my hands.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Go from a virus to an epidemic.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. Well, has anybody else got anything on this?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and hang on. Let me exit full screen. Go over. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Here. Get this. Oh, there's that Sabrina again. What is it with this woman? She keeps hounding me. Wanted to chat in Hangouts, and I don't do that. I just don't.
What happens when you become a big internet star?
I suppose, but okay, here's...
Your movie poster went viral a few weeks ago, I guess.
That may be it. I, don't know. Maybe she wants to be my agent. I don't know. But anyway, that's the chat for the regular thing,
okay.
And I will be over just as soon as I get this thing shut down.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Take care.
Bye.
And we're gonna close this. Close the chat. And leave the meeting. And for all.